Hello everybody, this is Captain Jirwa bringing you another narrated Pokemon Showdown battle. This time I'm using the same rain team with Raikou that I used in the last battle, so let's just get right into it since I've already shown this team. I'm going to lead off with my Dragonite because I thought I was going to lead off with the Deoxys because this is what I can hit it the hardest with, but he is going to lead off with a Latios, so I am going to have to switch out as he switches out into his Hippowdon, which is going to tell me that that thing is most likely physically defensive, which means that he is probably going to be very scared of my Celebi and Keldeo, so I've got to keep that in mind. Anyway, he goes into his Deoxys defense now, my Ferrothorn, so he can taunt me and maybe just set up some of his own hazards, but I'm going to go right back into Banded Dragonite because I just want this thing to die, because this thing is just so annoying all the time. Anyway, I'm going to get a crit outrage on it. Not sure how much it mattered because if I didn't, I could have potentially saved my Dragonite if I got the 2-turn outrage, but he would have gotten spikes, so... Anyway, yeah, but since I only got the 1 turn of outrage, he is going to just be able to kill me with the Dragon Pulse this turn from Latios. So my Dragonite goes down. But I am just going to go into Politoed because I know... Well, I want to get my weather up, first of all. And I know I can just protect, get some health back, and then just hit him with an Ice Beam or Toxic, which will wear him down. But he switches into his Jellicent. And I know this thing is going to be switching into my Politoed and my Keldeo constantly if I don't do something about it. So I just decide to go for the Toxic, even though I knew I would get burned or Toxic'd in the process. But this thing can shut down my Keldeo and can basically shut down the rest of my team except Raikou, but he has a Hippowdon and a Latios and a Breloom to switch into that potentially. So just decided to go for the Toxic and go into my Celebi just to stall him out some, but he goes into his Hippowdon, and I know he will be scared of the Grass move, even though I don't have it, but he doesn't know that. So I am going to go for the Thunder Wave, predicting the Latios, because Latios is the best thing he has to take any move basically that I could go for with Celebi, except for a Thunder Wave. So I got that thing paralyzed, which is great, because that thing is basically his hugest threat, and I do have Ferrothorn to take it on. But Latioses do tend to carry Trick and HP Fire, which can kill Ferrothorn, so yeah, he goes for the Trick and cripples me, basically. Doesn't really, I mean, that does kind of suck that he crippled me, but basically the only thing I did need this Ferrothorn for was his Latios itself, so it's not too bad. And I do predict the Breloom switch here and go into my Celebi. And Celebis don't always carry Psychic, and I have been switching a lot, so I think, okay, well, he's probably just going to stay in this turn, just try to Spore me, force me out, that type of thing. So I am just going to go straight for the Psychic, which takes him out, which is perfect, because that's a huge threat gone, and now he's thinking that I'm just playing a little more obvious. So he's just going to bring in his Gengar, go straight for the Shadow Ball, but since I am specially defensive, I just take that and I'm just able to kill him, which is amazing. I was so happy when that happened. I was like, Celebi, you are just a beast. You just took out like 2 Pokemon and are still just sitting in here kicking it. But he is going to bring in his Latios, which now that he's paralyzed, I really can't do anything to him. And I kind of forgot he had the leftovers here, and I thought I might be able to take that a little better. So I went for the Recover, but he's basically not losing or gaining any HP because of the Sandstorm, and I am just waiting to get critted. So I just decided to sack Celebi here because, I mean, Celebi's taken out 2 Pokemon, it's done what it's needed. It doesn't have a Grass move, so it can't really do anything more, and now I can get a free switch into my Politoed and get my weather back up, and I know since he has seen Ice Beam, he is just going to want to go right into his Jellicent. So I predict that and double switch into my Raikou, and even if he did decide to stay in, I could just take a Dragon Pulse, because Raikou has pretty good natural special defense. So anyway, I've got my Raikou on Jellicent, and I know he's going to switch into his Hippowdon. So I go for HP Grass, predicting that. And since he is physically defensive, as I stated before, this Hidden Power is going to do enough to the point where I can easily 2-hit KO him. That's a Hidden Power that did that much damage, man. Raikou is a beast. So yeah, I can take out this Hippowdon, and now he has nothing to take a hit from Raikou. So once I get my Rain up, I can basically just sweep his team with Raikou. And yeah, that's going to happen. I'm just going to speed up the rest of this, because all I do is basically just sack my Politoed just to get the rain up and get a free switch into my Raikou, and then just bring it in and sweep his team. So yeah, Raikou is definitely a huge threat in OU, even though it's UU now, but it's a huge threat under the rain, because it's got lots of special attack and great speed. But yeah, anyway, if you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you want, all that good stuff. But I think that's it for me. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace.